Imperium. To be the best, you got to beat the best. These are back-to-back champs, and you know they want to expedite their chances of the three-peat. You can't count the Imperium out until you actually beat them. In the regular season, does not matter. This series is tied 1-1 after the Showstoppers went 3-0 in the regular season. So Imperium showing us that they are playoff hockey ready, and they only lost Game 2 in overtime. Expect another explosive 3 periods. I think so far, the tale of this series has been the opening. That I was expecting this to be really a 3rd period series, and they have been big, but the team that has scored first has won. So getting out to a big start here is going to be huge, I think. We are getting ready to get underway, and Game 3 has begun. Pittsburgh Tier 1 final. The winner of this game.
It won't stay as soft now because we have no sun.
The Milet Cup playoffs. If you lose, you're still going to Marlton, but you still may face elimination in round-robin play.
Good. No.
Cunningham.
Still good, right?
Thrust in, moving back to the Showstoppers. Now up along the near side. Phillip keeps it alive for his team. There's a quick shot and goes 5-hole. And held by Nix on that shot from Krause.
Thank you, sir.
Now, before we went to break earlier, I had made the error earlier saying that Tarasa Chernetsky was formerly Imperium. I was wrong on that. But I was thinking, why did I end up that way? It's because wasn't he at the Milet Cup before? In fact, yes, he was. But he was with the Pittsburgh Pioneers, which made it to the final last year. So that adds an interesting story that he's got. And
good.
Here's another opportunity to try to catch you up there, Daniels. We're back under. First minute almost gone here in a scoreless first period. Tried to settle that one down and couldn't. Imperium send it in. Kiesel. Now back down into the corner. Up along the near side, and it's Felting. He gains it on for the Showstoppers. Right in the slot, but they couldn't get that one through. Looking to be more of a defensive affair. And you're right, the Pioneers were the inaugural runners-up in that first season that the Imperium beat. And then last year, of course, they took down the Marlton Dogs. So we'll see if they manage to make it back to the final one more time. But a win here would at least immediately fast-track them to the playoffs. The Showstoppers didn't go to the Milet Cup last year. In spite of their strong performance, they weren't able to attend. So it's a huge opportunity for both teams. Now in the corner. Sending this one around. Picked up by the Showstoppers. First minute and a half gone. Scoreless first period of Game 3. Along the half wall.
The ball, find the ball,
coming together, pressing against that one is Smith, and Quan Smith. We already detailed his injuries that he's playing through today. Who knows how many other players are hurt. Joe Moore cycling for his team, and it comes all the way out.
Good.
Lifted high and bouncing. Persichetti swung at that one, but couldn't corral it. Referee has to jump into the scorer's bench to stay out of the way. Much more defensive affair. Smith picks it up on his end and takes a look. He's got time. Frisco walking in towards him. Lifts it high.
Good.
And that one goes all the way to Nick, who covers and holds. And we're going to have a face-off in their end.
Both teams trying to feel each other out. But to finish my thought from earlier, it adds an interesting perspective that Chernetsky has some unfinished business with the Imperium. So you can expect that he's going to be looking to try to give the Showstoppers a boost this time around.
Justin Haynes jousting against Albright. Jordan Albright wins it, but he can't clear the zone for his team. Go back in defensively, and now here come the Showstoppers. 3-on-2.
Good.
Albright comes down with speed. Gets to it first before downing. Now along the near side, the Imperium try to come back the other way, run into a little bit of trouble, and it's Josh Faust who wins that battle. Haynes turns it up, right back into the circle. And that one knocked into the scorer's bench and whistled down out of play.
We haven't seen all that many offensive chances so far as we see on the bench Robbie Halyama, who backed up game number 1. But ever since game number 1, the Showstoppers play has gotten significantly better as long as they keep using speed.
Loose.
No question about it. They weren't themselves in game 1. And game 2 is a very back and forth affair. So we can see what happens here in game 3. More bodies coming together. That one gets knocked off Cunningham.
Good.
With speed, 2-on-1 down low. There's a shot. They score. It's the Showstoppers. Faust makes him ride the rails. Anderson
I
gets
love
his
that.
team on the board.
I love that. Ricky Anderson receives on a 2-on-1 with Josh Faust, decides to take it himself and just beats him down low. And look at that. I've never seen that before. Riding the rails.
He's got 6
And
of them, he
here's from
said.
the other angle.
He's got
And
6.
yeah, just beat him clean down 5-hole.
I feel like Scanlon probably wants to have that one back. That's a tough goal to give up here in the first. Let's go rinkside. Joey
I got
Delgado.
6 balls, he says.
Never mind that. We're back to action. 1-0
Good.
Showstoppers with the opening goal. Let's see how the Imperium respond. Steel City walks it in, roughly uncontested, but he turns it over. Now in the other direction. Fumbled just a little bit. Phillips sets up, takes a shot. Second chance down low. Now on the backhand. Trying to settle it. Knock that one out of the air. And a player is down, and it's Felsing.
Yeah, you're not bleeding or anything.
It might have been a high stick. See if we can. He's up and walking, but let's see what happened. Watch the slot. Watch 19 as he comes.
Thank you, sir.
And, oh, he got the shot to the face. Oh.
Over here, guys. 19. You gotta go. We blew a whistle for you. We blew it for you.
He didn't want to leave. He tried to stay back out there. The official's telling him, no, we called play dead because of you, which means you have to leave.
It rode his stick.
Good look there. Thanks for that, Daniel and Justin. Either way, he did seem fine. So fine, in fact, he wanted to keep playing. They forced him to change. Chernetsky behind the net. Trying to create some space and almost out in front with Frisco. This one's going to come all the way back down. No icing. Showstoppers in a little bit of pressure here. Now they do manage to get it out and flip it high. That's Renbeck who gets it deep. Turned over. Along the far side. Christochetti's shot pass goes wide. Migliozzi, who is the MVP of Game 2, with a pair of goals. Chernetsky loses it at the offensive blue line. Christochetti's got a man on the other side! Good opportunity. That was Owen Mills. And they score! Imperium tie it up with Persichetti. Who else?
Now, did he make that tip in front? Because it looked like Nix was trying to scoop it up, and then, oh, I want to see the other angle of that.
43.91.
Let's see.
43.91.
Did it go off of? Oh, that's such a weird way of.
16 on the back, though.
Oh, ends up off his glove and in his own net. I was afraid of that.
I almost want to see that again. Hang on! A goal immediately off the face-off in the other direction.
97.
And it's Albright, and we go back and forth.
That's goal number 15 for Jordan Albright.
97-44.
He pulls the reverse card on the Imperium, and with that goal, he is now the #1 ranked player overall in the league, and he is 1 point away from the elite 30-point club.
Unbelievable.
Good.
There's another one. Now along the near side. It's 2-1 Showstoppers. Both teams on the board here early. And Imperium, that one's got a sting. They tied it up. And immediately off the next draw, Jordan Albright gives his team the lead back, and he has it again. Sends this one high and wide. Coming all the way down for Miguel, who gets to it. No, they're going to call that one icing.
Ooh. I thought that Miguel got that, but not quite enough. Looks like he missed it by half a step.
You guys on this side?
But it does show
This side?
that the
There you go.
Showstoppers are putting in a much bigger effort in their step. They're much faster, and this is the key for them beating the Imperium.
Go.
Now they press that one against the wall. Here comes Albright again. They make sure they stay on side, and there's a shot. They're trying to test Scanlon here early and often. That was a big issue they had in game one. They did not apply enough pressure. There's another chance. Makes a move. He scores! Aniston again!
If that came off a pass from Albright, and it is, first off, Anderson, great deke, all alone in front, and with
12,
that,
90, 97,
Jordan
12.
Albright becomes the first player to reach 30 points.
There's the move.
Hey, let's go.
A huge, huge goal. Absolutely huge.
Substitute goalie.
This is exactly what they wanted. And oh, hang
Or
on.
you guys too, listen. If you shoot out of the rink after a
Yep.
goal or whistle,
Scanlon is
I just
out.
told him too. All right.
That is Teagarden.
I just
Bobby
told him to-
Teagarden is coming in relief of Bryce Scanlon. He got chased in the period after giving up 3. Glove down there by Smith. 4:15 left to go, and it's still just the first period. Although we saw 5 goals in the first period of game 2, and here's a chance for another one. Drew Albright. Showstoppers are pouring it on now.
Play the ball.
They did not have the beginning of this series that they wanted, but they've just continued to find their form as it's gone on. Here's Chernesky, who takes his shot. Teagarden in relief has to warm up with some live fire exercises. And here comes Persichetti, right-hand side. He walks in, one-hands it, crashing in the net, and that one stays out. Mill, first one to it, but that one get caught by an Aaron Stick. It's a 3-on-1. Across Migliozzi, couldn't make it happen. Felsing has it, though, and plays still alive. That one played right in front of the bench. Sent back by Miguel. Felsing shot from way outside.
Good.
Persichetti has it. And just going to dump it in so his team can make a change behind the play. Under 4 minutes to play in the first period. Showstoppers out to a 3-1 lead. Approaching 3 minutes now. Battling for it in front of the bench, and eventually that one goes out, possibly off of Spacito, and it's going to stay in the zone.
And what does speed develop? Odd man rushes, a 3-on-1, has the option to go across. He does, but it may have gone off the stick, which causes the hop to break up that play.
In the meantime, that one goes down for an icing. Imperium can't catch it in time, and it's going to come all the way back.
Stay here.
And Penn Hills are pushed back on their heels to start this game.
Thank you.
And the goalie change to Teagarden, I am wondering, I mean, yes, 3 goals against Scanlon, which is something that isn't usual for him. Well, what does this mean as far as where the Imperium are concerned?
Well, they're definitely feeling the pressure. And there we go. That was Haynes got just dumped at the red line. And the pressure continues to mount. The Showstoppers have a ton of skill, but they like to play heavy too, and that's what they're doing. They really like to push their opponents around. Now they have the Imperium hemmed into their own zone with 2:35 left to go in the first period, and it's 3-1 here in game 3. Now that one, another opportunity coming in front. And another icing. Back-to-back icings against the Imperium as their players are starting to get tired out there. Keep in mind, this isn't just a long shift. This has been a long night. This is the 3rd game of the day. 2:21 to go here in the first.
Which is what I was about to get to with Scanlon has started his third game today, and he's got to be tired after playing all those games. So, made sense to make a decision on sending Teagarden in.
Almost seems like the one saving grace is that heat hopefully has subsided as a bit as the sun has gone down, but it's still the third game in one day. Showstoppers, they actually look like they found their legs more so now than they did in game one. Imperium still have their feet underneath them, though, and here comes Cunningham with speed. He gets behind everybody, wants to find Krause's shot! Second chance, piece him up, and another one gets blocked! Good look, and he throws the shoulder, tries to keep it alive.
No.
That's on the red line. They'll have to tag up. Bergamasco gets bumped down hard and is going to get a call. Faust, perhaps? We'll see.
Bergamasco had his leg taken off.
95-8 rough.
Through the shoulder right into the chest.
So Faust is going to sit.
It's going to be 4 and 3. Yeah, 5 on 4.
Hang on.
It's a double. I would assume. Let me go.
I think he called a second one on him.
They're going to give him a
I think he called
double?
a second one on him. Did he yell at him or something? Huh?
I don't know what he said. If I find him,
I just don't go like that.
What do you got? Okay, which is a 5 minute. And that's it, just a minute.
minor and
Yeah, minor, and then he's just thrown out of the game. It doesn't affect the play, yeah. Gross misconduct.
What was the
It
second?
was a minute and a half for the rough,
Yeah.
and then a gross misconduct 5 minute. He's gone.
Just
he's
a individual.
Yeah, he's just
individual.
gone.
Okay.
It doesn't affect the play.
Yeah, okay.
He's just
Well, just so they know.
He just got one,
and
and then he's gone.
Individual, misconduct, and he's gone. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's a minor, and then a gross misconduct to Josh Faust. He's out of the game, but it doesn't cause an odd man situation beyond the power play. This could be a huge turning point for the Imperium. There's a shot. And Hills, this is a really big opportunity. They trail by 2 right now, but it's still the first period. And Quan Smith.
Mike,
Even
slide
go
down.
with Christian Chetty.
Slide down.
At the point, Bergamasco. Back for Smith. Now along the half wall. Try to get that one in front as Persichetti was crashing the net. Minute 10 left to go. Under a minute in the power play. Fakes that one as they gain the line. And players come in. Bergamasco walks it up. There's a shot, and they score! Power play goal of the Imperium. Score and bring it within 1.
Got numbered.
And guess who it is? Bergamasco, the one who drew the penalty all the way
24,
from
88.
the blue line
16
and
of
beats
81.
him down low. Oh, there may have been a tip up front. Let's see.
But yeah, Danny.
Oh, there
Cunningham.
was. It was Cunningham.
That was a phenomenal touch, but Bergamasco still gets the assist. And we got a game on our hands once again. Late in the first period, and the Imperium capitalized on a huge goal that not only created the power play, but sent Josh Faust packing. He's out of the game. And every bit of depth matters now in game 3. There's a shot by Mills. Coming back in the other direction. Migliozzi picks it up with under 40 seconds to play.
He's in front.
Felsing trying to run around behind the net. Almost a turn and shot right in the slot. And here come the Imperium in the other direction. Sent down by Smith. Tried to get that one on net. Owen Mills helping out on the other side. And Quan Smith behind the net. Mills has it. Doesn't have anywhere to go with it. And he gives it away. Short showstoppers on the other side. That one reached out. Migliozzi picks it up and fires. Down past Teagarden on the other side. That one goes around. On the near side. Final 5 seconds left to go in the period. Last 3 ticking away. And that's going to do it. Period 1 of game 3 is in the books. And another 5-goal first period once again sees the Showstoppers on top 3-2. But a huge power play goal brings the Imperium close. Daniel, is this what we were hoping for or what?
Well, it was was a bit of a slow start, but it really picked up at about the midway point. And with Josh Faust being out of the game, you never hear about gross misconducts anymore in the game. They just call them game misconducts. But this it really does put a blow
I explained it to Jeff.
to the showstoppers. With Faust has been down low quite often, and yeah, we'll see how this does affect their gameplay. As Joey's trying to get word as to what happened.
Yeah, so, I mean, Faust is the kind of guy, he's not going to be a massive goal scorer, but he's still a huge role player on this team. So losing him, and really losing anybody at this stage, is going to be huge. We'll see how it affects things. Second period of Game 3 is underway. Cunningham and Albright line up, and Cunningham wins that one. They send it in. Down into the corner. Phillips lost it. Official goes down. He may have taken that one.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yep. Go. Yep. Go.
You shake it off. It's nothing.
Yep. Let's go.
You all right, Jeff?
That's the watch the official in front of the bench and got it.
Mike, hold on one second.
The ref's in the line of fire in every single game, and he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, he got up. These teams no worse for the wear, and we play on. Second period of Game 3, series tied. Winner gets a guaranteed spot in the Milet Cup playoffs.
Good. Don't worry about that.
The loser's still going to go, but they're going to have to earn their way into the playoffs.
Good battle. That's a good
As
battle.
of the 4 runners up,
battle.
only 2 will make it to the final 6. Now here comes speed. It's Albright. Couldn't get through all 3 defenders. And in the other direction, it's Phillips. Makes a move, tries to cut to the middle, runs out of real estate. And before he can make anything happen, he almost lost it, but kept it in. Now in front on Nix! And he scores! What a play! Nick Phillips kept that play alive and got rewarded. His team is tied.
Something was telling me that Nick Phillips was going to get a goal tonight based on how he was playing today. He was aggressive in the slot all day long. Keep an eye on the slot. He picks up the rebounds. And just taps it right down the middle.
And that's a huge goal by a role player. He's another guy that's not expected to put up a lot of points, but plays really important minutes nonetheless. And he kept that play alive. Good to see a player like that get rewarded. Now Persichetti in the other direction on the backhand. Mills comes in to help him out. Longtime line mate. These two have played together for a while. 8:40 here in the second, and we're tied at 3. So another explosive affair looks to be in order. Sent around. Belsing has to back off. He's under pressure. And the pressure's been working for the Imperium in front. They score! Owen Mills! And the Champs take the lead one more time!
Bang, bang play. And the high slot moves in uncovered and picks the corner. Owen Mills made sure that one counted. And the Imperium take the lead once again.
What a shot. Glove side just inside the post. Banks it in and gives his team the lead. Their first lead of this game. It seems like that goaltender change may have sparked something for the Imperium. The pressure game has been working for them, and they want to stay on top of the showstoppers. You don't want to give them too much room and play their game. These are both teams that know how to win, but only one has won the Milet Cup for Tier 1. And they've done it twice as this one gets frozen in the corner.
Owen Mills has had plenty of experience in the Mighty Lead Cup. In fact, he was one of the goal scorers that won it for the Imperium in the Mighty Lead Cup final back in year number 1.
Oh, yeah, he fired it right at my head. I had nowhere to go, man.
Cunningham lining
Well, I
up
tried to get
across
out of the way, and
Albright
when I
once
did, I
again.
smashed my knee right into the board center.
And Cunningham won it again. He's looked good in that matchup in the circle.
No zone!
But it's been a very even game, and that's more of it. I think they're going to call that one offside.
I said no zone right before that. It was right before the line.
Back to Jordan Albright. There was a question we had. I had mentioned that he had scored 30 points. And I was asked, was he the first ever? No.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Hang on! I'm sorry, Daniel, but Brendan Crosby just scored, and it's 5-3! What a wild affair!
Brendan Krause with the axe chop. He didn't want to waste any time here. Right off the draw.
White's replacing our
You
goalie.
usually see that down deep in the
32
zone,
for
but
70. They got a couple minutes.
that one came right on the top corner. Man, Krause didn't want to waste any time.
Oh, he had 70
And no, looks like they're going
could've
to keep
scored
Nixon
before.
here. Oh no, they're going to have a goaltending change themselves.
Halyama is back out. It worked for the Imperium. Let's see if it can work for the Showstoppers. You don't see this very often.
No,
4 goalies playing and no injuries to those goalies. Both teams going to the backup. Here's Albright with a shot. Second chance. Teagarden keeps it out. Shot by Krause from downtown. 7:15 second period. 5-3 Imperium. And Teagarden grabs that one and hangs on.
We usually see Scanlon doing this. This is our first look at Teagarden with a Yankee Doodle Dandy save of his own from his back.
At this point, it really feels like every save is a huge one. And that's not an understatement. Both teams are capable of scoring pretty much any time. We've seen that already. 8 goals up on the board here, and we're not even halfway done. There's another shot from way outside. Bounces wide. Joey Moore behind the net, and he runs into some defensive coverage that squeezes him out, and that one goes up and out of play.
But to finish what I was saying about Jordan Albright, we were asked if he was the only one that scored 30 goals. He is this season, but Danny Schlegel of the 716ers did that in year 2.
And another high stick. Not sure if that one's going to get called. Doesn't look like it. We play on. So Jordan Albright reaches the 30-point plateau and joins Denny Schlegel in NBHL history. More history to be written here in Game 3. 2 of the best teams in the entire league coming together in one of the marquee matchups all season long. And it has lived up to the hype. Showstoppers gain the zone. Try to get that one in front of that score! Joey Moore, 4-5.
This has been a high-paced game. Joey Moore. What did I have been saying about the
21, 70,
Showstoppers?
12.
Use your
You know, I saw
speed,
70
and
from
he
it's their goal.
just
He was my
ran
bad. I just saw the
right
number.
by
I was
his
like, wait,
teammate.
I knew the
Look
goalie is
where
70.
he is and how quickly he gets in that
I had that in my
around
mind
his
when I was saying, hey, he has
defenseman
no
and
number.
just picks the right post. And oh, look at that frustration out of Chris Bittner.
Not happy with the defensive coverage there, and understandably so. Like you said, Daniel, he just blew right past this man, and the frustration showing. Such a critical game. That could be a huge moment here. Now along the near side, turned over.
Good block.
There is a lot of hockey left. 9 goals already scored. And we're still not halfway done. In the other direction, now is Anderson trying to bust in, and he couldn't.
Good.
Thomas lost that one. Chasing after Albright. Things slowing down just a little bit.
Good.
Never before has a lead of any kind not felt safe. Janeski frustrated with that one, but it trickles in harmlessly to Teagarden.
Well, nothing wrong he did there. He just had his stick lifted and a man right in front of him. It's kind of hard to make a shot when you have an enemy player right on top of you.
Offensive zone face-off for the Showstoppers. And once again, Cunningham and Albright, and once again, Cunningham wins. That's at least 3 face-off wins against Albright for him. So clearly they like that matchup. Danny Cunningham gets that one in deep and now chases back after it, gets to it. Takes a look, doesn't like what he sees, but he's got time. Back for Bergamasco, and that one just bounced over his stick. Marky Bergamasco retreats into his own end and sends it forward.
Good.
They gain the line. It's Phillips. Nick Phillips gets that one in deep, almost on net. Again, Halyama coming in relief of Ryan Nix. Both teams with their backup goaltenders right now in an extremely unusual but desperate situation. Just goes to show you this rules change has clearly paid off. This series matters to these guys. And it's for practical reasons, not just for bragging rights. The Milet Cup has basically started for them. And they open it with a very tough series. Coming against the far wall, that was Kissel, couldn't connect. Oh, almost had the back door, just fanned on it, did Mills. Persicetti's there. He's trying to dig away at it. Tries the wraparound. That wouldn't go. He can't believe.
Good.
I don't know what happened. Play continues. Nice little spinorama move. There's a shot and a save.
Again. No, it never went in. No.
The
Nope.
Imperium
It was
were
the
wondering
whole
if that one went in the net. Let's see. Here's the
It
wraparound.
hit
Where's
his
the
pad,
ball?
just went right across.
No, it hit the inside of his pad, stays in front of the goal line. And then the other way, great spin off his D-man. That would have been a highlight reel goal. Just some great A action.
Beautiful play by Bigliosi, and hang on! Diving out, right in the save! 2-on-1 in the other direction! Thomas! Shot! Backdoor, and it goes wide!
Good.
End-to-end action here! The scrambling poke check from Teagarden set his team on a 2-on-1 in the other direction. Settles things down. That one goes into the Showstoppers' end with 3.5 to play, second period. Penn Hill's leading 5-4 here in Game 3. Anquan Smith under defensive pressure. Give it away. Here's Cunningham. He tries to get around his man. Danny Cunningham. Nice little turn away from pressure. Drives it in. Tries to slam it home, and a nice pad save by Halyama. Keeps it out. Quick turn away by Downing. And Krause lost it. That could have been dangerous. Nice job preventing Crisco from getting away from it. No icing. They tag him for the offside. 2:45 to go in the second period now. Handled at the blue line. Cunningham sends it across for Phillips. Krause loads up, but they could read that one a mile away and easily intercepted back in the other direction. Now Phillips has it. Fumbled just a moment. Cunningham on the backhander. He scores! Johnny Cunningham! 6-4!
Just gotta love the fast-paced action. Cunningham just spins to backhand. I don't think Halyama was expecting that one. Just pulls a surprise shot.
You don't have any, Mike?
Cunningham gets the 2-goal lead back. Yeah, there was no way he was expecting that one. And not to mention, he was not looking at the net at the time. He couldn't have known that the far side was open.
Good hit.
I normally criticize the blind backhanders, but that one was such a shock for Halyama. He barely even moved. Like you said, Cunningham wasn't even looking, and he finds a laser anyway.
Good.
Contributions from up and down the lineup on both sides. And Teagarden sits on another one.
Right behind.
We never get to see enough of Teagarden, but he is up and ready for this one. Gets himself set and just sets right into the butterfly. And the Imperium just looking like their championship form again.
Go.
Keep in mind, this was 3-1 showstoppers late in the first period. There's a shot through a lot of traffic. Steel City still putting on the pressure. They trail now by 2 in a game they once led by 2. A 5-1 run here by the Imperium have really shifted the balance of this game. Albright's shot goes wide by a mile. He presses against Persichetti along the half boards. This one goes around, now underneath. Back up to the circle. He's going to take the shot. He had room. That one was Aniston. With speed, swings at it. Drew Albright keeps it alive. Nice extended shift. Both teams have found their legs clearly. If they're tired, they're not showing it. Albright sends that one back up to the point. He takes a quick shot. Aniston. Head to the sky. Didn't like that one. Loose one. Persichetti almost didn't see it. Takes the bounce. No icing. So a couple of those players are able to make a change here with less than 1 minute to go. Big shot gets on net. Teagarden turns it away. Aniston from the sharp angle.
Oh,
That one lifted
guys.
to the moon.
Good.
Thomas chasing after this one with Albright. Ball still in deep. Now under 40 to go. Handled by Haynes. Gets it in front for Thomas, whose shot is blocked. Albright loses it at the blue line. Alex Thomas comes back in again. Splits the D. Lost the ball.
Find the ball. There you go. Good
Now
ball.
20 seconds. Underneath in front. Good opportunity. Haynes picks it up again. Scrambling. That one bouncing in front. Loose. Pushing against it. Spacito. He collides with Moore. Careful not to take a penalty here. Final 3 seconds going to tick. Second period in the books with a quick shove right at the horn by Renbeck. And that's going to do it. 20 minutes in the books. And Daniel, what a reversal of fortune here from period 1 to period 2. That is a huge update. Thank you for that, Joey. If you don't know, the NBHL salary cap basically works with a player's experience, not just in the NBHL, but all across ball hockey, tournaments, national play, things like that. And obviously this is a stacked, skilled team, but being nearly 15 points over the cap just shows you just how skilled these guys are. We knew this was a dream team, but to hear that this is their last run as a unit together is no surprise, but it shows why they're playing with the kind of urgency that they are.
So you know that this is going to be
Goal.
probably
Center.
the only shot that they're going to have for a good while, so they got to make it count.
Migliozzi taking the shot there, but the big change I just noticed, they weren't matching Albright against Cunningham in the circle. It was Chernetsky, and Taras Chernetsky won that faceoff. So it's those little adjustments that can make all the difference. Imperium back on the attack, little switcheroo at the corner. Cunningham tried to leave it for Krause. They still work together here, but that one gets past Cunningham.
Ball
Jogging
going.
back into the neutral zone. Gets it deep, and he's going to go off for a change. Third period here in Game 3. Then the Penn Hills Imperium lead this one 6-4. Migliozzi dumps that one in. And covered by Teagarden.
It's on the net anyway.
Now back to Joey's point about the salary cap.
As soon as he
Look down
it
the
was on there
roster
long
and
enough,
see what
and
kind
then he
of
touched it, so it stays
kind
here.
of experience they have. The Albright brothers have been with the USA ball hockey team. Ricky Anson's been with the team. Taras Chernetsky has been in the Milet Cup final before. So these are players that have a high salary cap hit.
We will see what they can do come Marlton next month. They'll be there no matter what, but they'll have to work extra hard if they lose this series. Again, the 4 runners-up from the 4 Tier 1 divisions will go, but they'll have to battle out for only 2 spots. And on the other side, a backhander that gets flipped high 7 feet in the air, if not more.
Good.
Showstoppers gain the zone. Turn around on the backhand is Frisco, and that one won't go. Held by Teagarden.
So let's take a look at the Imperium opportunity. Was trying to look for a centering pass, develops one. Everyone was looking at the pairing up front, but no one saw Owen Mills, who was also joining the rush. And then the other way for the Showstoppers. Was trying to settle it down. Does get a shot off at the last moment on the backhand, but he would want a cleaner opportunity than that.
Let's go. Centers.
Faced off one, and that one's getting it right for the camera position. At least it looked like it initially. Ends up out of play regardless.
But
Almost 2 minutes.
While we're talking about the Milet Cup,
Go.
the 716ers did win their division, so they're guaranteed in the top 4. But who else is going to join them?
It's a great question. As we get closer and closer to the end of the season, the playoffs, that is. Ready for not the second season, but the 3rd season, the tournament in Marlton, New Jersey in September, the Milet Cup. 4 trophies will be handed out.
In.
There's the shot! That one goes wide. Showstoppers looking good here, but they still trail by 2. And you better believe the Imperium are going to be comfortable slowing things down now. We talked about it a lot today, Daniel, about when do you sit back, when are you a little bit more conservative? And you know that the Showstoppers are going to have to start taking some chances, and they are not afraid to do it. They are fast, and they are dangerous on the counterattack. They're going to be looking for those opportunities. They gain the zone.
No zone!
Oh, no, they didn't. I thought they did. But trapping at the blue line, really causing problems. The Imperium just trying to suffocate this game. Of the 5 games they've played against them, including playoffs here this season, the only one that the Imperium have won are when they scored 5 goals. They have 6 now. We'll see if that pressure holds up.
Coming up, Dennis.
Showstoppers at the circle. Shot goes wide. Settled down a little bit and lifted high. Bouncing. That's Alex Thomas playing a very prominent role here in Game 3 to help expand his team's depth. We talked a lot about it. He only had 2 goals in the regular season, but it doesn't matter. You need everyone playing big minutes here, especially in a long series. And he's played a big role in this game. He's got it again. Thomas with a shot. Bersachetti right there. Almost stole that one at the top of the crease. Wouldn't go. Anderson sends that deep. Now 6:10 to go in the 3rd period.
Find a ball.
Desperation mode just about to sit in as the Showstoppers realize how little time they have left. This one backed off the near side. Felsing feathers a pass across. Chernetsky gets that one in front. Good opportunity. Nigliozzi goes down, and it's a high stick.
Well, this will give the Showstoppers a boost here. Let's see where the stick comes up.
88 black, high stick. You all right? Anything? No, you're good.
Oh, I don't see it. Do you?
I see contact with his hand and his elbow, maybe. I don't see contact with his face, but the officials don't have instant replay and slow-mo and extra camera angles like we do. Thanks for that, Justin. And again, I've said it the whole series, it doesn't matter if you like it or don't. You have to deal with the play as it stands. Deal with the call as it stands. You don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with it. It doesn't matter. You just keep playing hockey. And that's what we have here. 5:30 And it's a power play for the Showstoppers. They trail 6-4 in game 3. Migliozzi sends it across the box. Chernesky tries the give and go. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was Feltzing. Migliozzi has it again. Walks it back. Now finds Feltzing at the right circle. Feltzing back to Migliozzi. Loads up! Teagarden did the splits. I'm not sure if he got a piece of it. Albright colliding. Tried to keep the zone, and they do. There's another shot. Scramble in front, and it stays out. And a clear for the Imperium as they try to get a change behind the play.
High stick.
37 seconds left to go with the man advantage. And an
15 black high
icing
stick.
on the power play. Oh, no. It's a high stick.
Yeah, I thought you blade hit him in the face.
How the fuck did I hit him in the face? His
Right
right
here.
back is to him and
Right
he
here.
runs through me.
No, right here. You hit him in the face. 16 black with a high stick.
Another high stick called.
Anderson is, I'm sorry, not Anderson, Anquan Smith.
Yes. 16 black high stick.
And it's a 5-on-3.
Yeah, the whistle was for the ice. Yeah, it goes back down.
And the pressure mounts. It's a 5-on-3 in the second half of the third period. And the Showstoppers trail by 2. Apparently the icing is still going to stand.
Big straps, boys. Big straps. Big straps.
And here we go, 5-on-3. Showstoppers. Migliozzi couldn't get to it in time. And that one held 25 seconds of 5-on-3. If they don't score, it'll be another minute on the power play.
Let's see where that high stick was. Well, he wasn't looking toward him, but the fact is that the stick did came up and make contact. It was accidental, but that's still a penalty.
No, that one is a good call and absolutely is a penalty. You have to be mindful of your stick. And if it does make contact with another player's head or face, that is a penalty. Now on the other side, 5 seconds left to go with 5-on-3. Back to the point. There's a shot, goes wide. Cunningham tried to fight that one off. Now we're back to 5-on-4. First penalty is expired. Migliozzi with a little touch pass behind the back. 4 minutes left to go in game 3. The Showstoppers trail by 2 here. 40 seconds left on the power play. The shot goes wide. Briscoe, first one on it. 35 seconds left with the man advantage. Albright sends it across in front. Scores! Feltzing with a power play goal. And they come back within 1.
Feltzing's kind of had a rough game, but finally pays off. Waits patiently in the slot and makes that one-timer count, and that was a power play goal they absolutely needed, bringing it back to within 1.
Spectacular goal. It's 6-5.
Listen, I only call what I see, man. I hit him in the face. That's all I can tell you.
Continues.
I know.
Battling for it. Now along the near side. That one gets past Downing. Teagarden had to take a look behind. Moore coming in with pressure against Downing. 3:25 to go. It's a 1-goal game. Kiesel gets it in deep for Persichetti. Miguel pressuring him. Persichetti makes some space and gets it down into the corner for Mills. Mills and Persichetti under a lot of pressure. They can't get it out. Nice keep in there by Downing.
Back to the middle. Back to the middle.
Showstoppers tried to break out. They couldn't. Another stick goes helicoptering. We got, hang on.
The ball's not there. The ball is not there. It's already going down the boards.
I know you can. Bro, you missed like.
Looks like they're calling interference.
The ball is down the boards. He lifted his stick. Yep.
and it's going against Jim Kiesel.
Right down here.
And it happened away from the play. They said that he lifted the stick when the ball was not there, so they're calling interference.
It was another case of a helicoptering stick right in front of the benches. Officials saying the ball was already long gone. Even though it was a stick lift, they call it interference, and I get it. And the Imperium are going to be called on for another big penalty kill here with under 3 minutes to go. Game 3, third period. The Imperium leads 6-5. Winners of this game will win the Pittsburgh Tier 1 division and guarantee themselves a spot in the Milet Cup playoffs. 2.5 to go. 1 minute left on the power play. Felsing has it and jogs around in the neutral zone. Sends it across. Migliozzi takes a shot. One goes wide. And they get the clear. Halyama in relief of Nick, still in net for now. Now down to 2 minutes to play. 35 seconds left on the power play. High slot takes a shot. He scores! Ties the game!
And what a way to get point number 31 from the blue line wrist shot. And look at that. Rings the inside. And we are tied.
Penalties became an issue in the third period, and they've come back to bite the Imperium. Another multi-goal lead squandered now, this time by Penn Hills. We're tied at 6. 12 goals have been scored. Who will get number 13? This is about as even as it comes. Shot from way outside. Halyama makes the stop. Good. Lifted. Anderson with speed. Doesn't get to it in time. Nick Phillips can't get around his man defensively. Anderson sends it over. That one didn't get through sticks. Bergamasco walked it forward. Phillips over for Krause. Krause cuts in. Runs out of room real fast.
90 white with a slash.
Oh, Anderson's going.
And the scales tip in the other direction.
And what a bad time for this to happen with less than 2 remaining in regulation. And yeah, they're going to have the remainder of the period on the power play.
And I heard some complaint about a call with a minute left in a 6-6 game. I got to tell you, if you don't want the official to make a call, don't give them something to call. Now they have to kill a penalty. They had several power plays in a row and scored to tie this game. Now they need to kill. Penn Hills Imperium with a chance. Bergamasco at the point. Down into the corner. Back for Marky Bergamasco. Players battling in front of the net. A little bit of a fumble by Smith. And a hand is up. Anquan Smith is down.
Go to the hold.
And he's going to get caught for the hold.
16 black hold.
So Anquan Smith. Now, just to remind you, he has an injured hand.
Timeout white.
And he also has a bad knee as well, and it looks like he's shaken up, and I wonder if that was agitated.
No kidding. I think Joey was saying that he had a chest injury as well that he's fighting through. Anquan Smith, a huge part of this team's defensive unit. He made that play, had to try to stop the shorthanded chance, and it erases the power play. He's still shaken up as the showstoppers have called their timeout. Everyone is tired. Everyone is hurt. It's 6-6. And not a whole lot of time ticked off. So it will be 4-on-4 for the rest of regulation if no one scores. And then there will be a little bit of power play opportunity in the other direction, potentially in overtime.
And I'm going to tell my director, Justin, Chris said it, not me. It was Chris.
I said if, probably. Regardless, 6-6 up on the board. 4-on-4, so a lot of extra space.
Goal.
33.8 seconds left on the clock, and the draw won by the Showstoppers. Steel City. And that one goes way into the crowd. 5 seconds tick away, and we'll try again.
Hey, right here.
Well, he didn't just put too much sauce, he just dumped the
I'll
whole
right there.
jar.
Third period of game 3, tied. Two teams just leaving it all out there right now. Migliozzi takes a shot from well outside, 20 seconds left. No one in any hurry to make any mistakes here. Jordan Albright making sure of that. Now with 10 seconds. Versichetti sends it over. Last few seconds tick away, and that one into the bench.
Now, this is going to be an interesting situation. What did the Imperium do here with only 2 seconds left? Now, they're not the kind of team that would pull their goalie at this kind of situation, but you can bet that they're going to load up.
They score! Off the face-off! Danny Cunningham has won the game for the Penn Hills Imperium!
I'm at a loss of words. The Jinx is, look at that time! 0.4 seconds!
And they did it! The Penn Hills Imperium have won the Pittsburgh Tier 1 Championship! They are going back to the MyLac Cup playoffs! The hat trick by Danny Cunningham has sent them back! The champs are unstoppable!
I am in shock. I am in shock. I had just said that they're not the kind of team that would pull their goalie, and they didn't need to. Look at that space on the right side, making that water bottle jump. That
That's me. Are you?
Unbelievable. 0.4 seconds to go. And was my math right there, Daniel? Did Cunningham complete the hat trick with that game winner? Series clincher, championship goal?
I'll have to take a look at the score sheet. That was insane. Let's see. 1, 2. That is indeed the hat trick. What
I know
a
there's
way to
13
finish.
goals to sift through, so it's hard to say. The handshake is there. This series is over. Unbelievable. The Showstoppers went 3-0 in the regular season, but here at the beginning of this series, the Imperium showed them that they were here to compete. Game 2 went to overtime, and Chernesky finished them off to force the decisive Game 3. And just when everyone thought that OT was inevitable, Danny Cunningham completes the hat trick, gives his team the Pittsburgh Championship, and guarantees that the Penn Hills Imperium are one step closer to defending their title as the #1 team in the National Ball Hockey League.